The perfect storm is taking place, and the name of that storm is Howie Roseman. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, Dingbat here, less than a week away from training camp. I cannot wait. And now you're starting to see all the doubters, all those who don't believe in the Eagles all along, even after they go and win a Super Bowl. They're all coming out of the woodwork, which is great. Let's identify the cockroaches so that we can double walk to repeat. No question about it. Now, in this video, there's a few things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is this situation with the Bengals and their first round pick, because I see a prime golden opportunity for Howie Roseman to stop. Here's a team with 13 draft picks, like next year? If there was ever a time to get some value, this could be it, because it's getting ugly in Cincinnati, okay? Dov Kleeman wrote this: Bengals first-round draft pick Shemar Stewart is now practicing with Texas A&M and not the team. Stewart has the option to not play in the NFL this season, and he's really thinking about doing this, by the way, and return to Texas A&M and re-enter the draft in 2026. Shemar wants to get paid. Now, we've talked about his contract and the situation like that. There's stipulations that the Bengals are now deciding that they want to add to their rookie picks, and he doesn't want to play ball in that way. He doesn't want to be the first to do it. So he could very well re-enter the draft next year. Now, that puts the Cincinnati Bengals in a horrible position, because if he says, I'm not signing, I don't want to play with you guys, forget about it. If you're the Bengals, what are you going to do? What do you do in that situation if you're Cincinnati? What are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, okay, well, we'll just let him hold out and re-enter the draft, and we'll just completely lose the first-round pick. We'll just let it go. We'll let it out the door. Or do you say, shit, we're going to lose this pick no matter what. We might as well get some value for him and get something out of it. Something. We're not going to get what we put in, but we're going to get something out of it. And that's where Howie Roseman comes in and steals the day, okay? Throw him a second-round pick, Howie. What do you got to lose? You have 13 draft picks next year. And if you could go out, maybe get a second, maybe start with a third. Say, look, we'll give you a third-round pick for him, for the rights to him. Do it. I mean, why not? The kid would be a perfect addition to the Eagles. We need more pass rushers. We get another rookie. And could you imagine if the Eagles could pull this off? I mean, because I don't see what the Bengals can do, okay? I really don't. I don't see what the Bengals can do if this kid decides that he's just not going to sign with you. I'm not going to sign with you. I'll re-enter the draft if I have to. Well, if you're the Bengals, you can't allow that. You can't just let the kid walk away. So you either got to back off and lose your negotiating and just sign the contract the way he wants, or you got to trade him for pennies on the dollar. And that's what most likely would happen. I don't think there's a better team in the league, a more fitting team in the league than the Eagles to come in, swoop in, and give the Bengals a second-round pick for him. Or give them a third-round pick. I mean, we got so many picks. Even if we give up a second-round pick, you've got so many thirds you get back in the second round. It ain't a problem. But this is the perfect scenario for Howie Roseman to stomp. It is, and I expect it to happen, to be quite honest with you, okay? And, there's so much talk now with the Eagles and the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he plays on a good team, right? And everybody acts like, he's not good or anything like that. But it is true. The Eagles do have a good team. And somebody sent me this, and so I wanted to show you this. But this is why the Eagles are where they're at right now, right? Look at Howie Roseman's past draft success since 2020, right? 2020, he walks away with Jalen Hurts. turns out to be a franchise quarterback. The following year, he gets Devontae Smith, Landon Dickerson, both stars, right? 2022, trade for A.J. Brown. You get Cam Jurgens, Jordan Davis in both those drafts. You might not like Jordan Davis, but make no mistake about it, Jordan Davis played an important role for the Eagles, and he's going to continue. Then you've got then you got 2023, you got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and then you got last year Mitchell and DeJean. And we're not even talking about the other guys. And, they've got the Jalix Hunts, the Milton Williams, all those guys, N'Kobe Dean, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., because he's going to go off this year. But the Eagles have gotten a lot of good players in the draft since that bad pick of Rager. Howie Roseman has been on a tear. And that's why the Eagles are the best roster in football right now. That's really the truth, okay? It's because they draft well. We're in unprecedented times. I mean, we're drafting so well that we're having to pay all these extensions at the same time. And it's killing the Eagles, man. But right now, with the way Howie has been picking, the way things have been going for this team, I mean, dude, just keep it going. Keep drafting well. And I think we're going to see that. I think this last draft was really good. And now you got this situation with the Bengals where they may lose a pass rusher. They may lose a first-round pick for nothing. Well, if that's the case, I don't think there's a better GM to come in and swoop and steal the prospect. Now, is the kid going to be good? And I haven't studied him that much. Couldn't tell you. But I know the Eagles need a pass rusher, and I know that getting a young rookie kid would not be a bad deal, especially if you could give them like a third-round pick, and they would just take it because they're going to not get anything. And then you get that extra contract year because he's that extra option year because he's a first-round pick. I mean, you've done great. So, yes, the Eagles, this is a situation I'm really going to keep watching because it would not surprise me one iota. So a few things I want to talk about the rest of this video. First thing we got to say, couldn't the Espys ever. Yet, I think it's awesome. I think the fact that he's in Kelly Green, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So shout out to Saquon Barkley for winning this. And get ready because there's a lot more awards in his future. Because Saquon Barkley is going to have a big year. He's going to have a mother-humping huge year. He is going to do things that they have not seen before in the NFL. I feel it, man. I feel really, really good about where Saquon Barkley is, where he's going. And I'm telling you, I got a good feeling about it. Great feeling. Also, we got a couple number changes. Powell Ryland is now 52. Azeez Ojulari is now going to take 13. Can he make 13 great again? We need help, okay? Nelson Aguilar is really that whole number. So we got to get that number good. I think Ojulari is one of the forgotten guys, really. Him and Uche, who I'm going to talk about in a minute. They're really two forgotten guys as pass rushers that we brought in. I mean, Ojulari was doing, 6 sacks? 6.5, 7 sacks with the Giants. I think, do not be surprised. And do not be surprised if Ojulari really turns it on this year and has a really, really good year. Do not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he's 7, 8 sacks. And we're all going, we've got to find a way to keep this guy because he has been that good and part of the rotation. So, listen, I talked about, getting a young first-round talent as a pass rusher. But we got some guys already. It's not like we don't have guys. But, I just want to take advantage of the opportunity to get a first-round pick talent into the Eagles. And then you got Uche, and he is now agent 0. He is number 0. Hopefully he'll do a lot better job than Huff. First year you used 0, we had Swift. Then we had Huff, and he destroyed it. Swift was great with it. Now Uche. To me, he's one of those guys. He's had good seasons before. Hasn't really done anything in a while. Maybe he's a sleeper too. But, I mean, we'll have to see. But Uche, we'll see what he does. He is going to be number 0. And, those are the number changes. And that's pretty much what we got going on. Remember, We're less than a week away from training camp. Cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And let's see what Howie has lined up. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it. So I hear that they're getting ready to come out, maybe in a few years with PlayStation 6. So you go PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation 6. Like now we're going to do new consoles every 2 years? I ain't doing it. I think the PlayStation 5, as much and as good as it is in terms of how it should be able to use in terms of hardware, they ain't got the games. They ain't got them generational changing games like they used to back in the day. And it's pathetic. Denzel Washington out. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.